Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our second part of the video of Ascendant Lord through houses. So today we're going to be doing other lords and the Ascendant. What happens when the second lord is in the first house, third lord is in the first house, fourth lord is in the fifth house? Okay. And as always, if you do not know where your lords are placed, where your first lord is placed, where your second lord is placed, along with all your astrological details, for that check out the links here, astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and a link to my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where you'll find especially all my new courses on especially wristwatch and smartphone, and of course, my naughty course. So, when you have, so we already did first lord in the first house, right? That was in the first video of Ascendant Lord through houses. So today we're going to be doing when the other lords are there. So when the second lord is in the first house, meaning family, okay? Family, wealth, money, sustenance, food is coming to you for its feeding. Which means what? Family is going to need you, okay, for their valuables, for their food, for their money, for their sustenance. But on the other hand, sustenance comes to you, money comes to you, money is coming to you. You see, the savings are relying on you. So that means responsibility comes upon you about money and savings. Okay. But the thing is, it's not you going to it, it's coming to you. So that means what happens is your ascendant becomes the 12th from the second house. So the family has to now, some situation happens where you get most of the resources of the family upon you. Maybe, for example, in the young days, you were dealing with some health issues. So they always had to go to doctors. They always had to go and give you medicines. Maybe early in age, you were the child that wanted to join sports, wanted to go into the music, wanted to get this training, that training. So now they're giving money out to train you in these things, sending you to schools. So sustenance is coming to you. You're absorbing it. You're like, give it to me. But the thing is, you're not going and taking it. It's automatically coming to you. Then, when the second lord is in the ascendant, you will always speak for yourself. Somebody else won't speak for you. You will speak for yourself. Something happens, you're going to stand up. And the thing is, such people, when the second lord is in the ascendant, they love to spend money on themselves. Because where is the sustenance going? It's going to you. You would desire to join the gym. You would desire to have nice clothes, nice accessories, or whatever it is you are. Because sometimes you will not spend money on valuable things, expensive things. Sometimes it's just to give yourself enough to feel comfortable. And this all depends on the level. So when people say, oh, I don't spend anything and I made this much and this much. No, you didn't spend it because of all the other bills. If you're a multi-billionaire, you would be flying in private jet. You would be flying first class. You would be going to that Michelin star restaurant. People change. Trust me. Then you have third lord coming into the ascendant. Siblings, neighbors, friends will always look to you for their guidance. They will always come to you for help. They need you for courage. Okay? They need your support to gain something for themselves. So you will have usually a lot of times, siblings who will most of the time to time, will always ask you for resources, will always ask you for, some problem that is happening. Okay, you kind of become their social circle. Their social status actually relies on you. And you will see from the young age, siblings in general, because usually if you're young, then you're going to have older siblings. But either older siblings or after enough time, a younger sibling will always look out for you, watch for you. Like, where are you going? Why are you going there? No, I don't want you to go there because remember, last time you got into fight when you went there. Okay, you're going there, I'm going to come with you because there's no way I'm going to have you get into another fight and injure yourself. They're going to look out for you. For you, communication comes easy. You don't have to make much effort to it. You know why? Because the house of effort, house of communication, comes to you. You don't have to go to it. See, when the ascendant lord is somewhere, I'm having to go somewhere. I'm having to do something to gain something. Here, it's coming to you. Okay? Naturally, when third lord is in the ascendant, you are the type of person who knew some sport from past life. Whether it's a board game, whether it's a video game, whether it's sports, you were just natural at it. Like, for example, somebody at the age of 3 is playing a violin. Age of 2 playing a violin. Age of 2, they're playing the type of cricket that, it's like a 15-year-old playing against 2-year-olds. Why? Because that skill is automatically given to you. It's an automatic thing with the lords in some place. Okay? Writing skills come to this individual. They don't have to develop anything. Fourth, the Lord is in the ascendant. Mother is always going to look out for you. Your development will be completely focused by the mother. Mother will always focus on how you should dress up, how you should look, how your hair is going to be. But then also the ascendant Lord goes into the fourth Lord goes into the ascendant. Mother is here to give you things. Mother is here to give you sustenance, give you assets. Naturally, such people easily get a home. Somehow, some way. Even when the impossible is there, how is it that I'm going to afford a home? Somehow, some way, something happens. Maybe you couldn't afford a home. Like nowadays, a small shack is like $1.5 million. It's insane. But something happens that when you really needed that home, the economy goes down to complete crap, and that $1.5 million home is now $700,000. Now easily got it, and then the economy goes back up again. So you see, things that you needed, you don't have to really work for it, it just comes to you. You have the skills of dealing with vehicles. You have the skills of dealing with homes, decorating the home. There is natural, attraction of people of the homeland towards you. You don't have to work for their win their heart. They're coming to you. And especially you will see after your birth, mother's profession rose. Mother's status would have rose. On the other hand, when fourth lord is in the ascendant, usually a person, most of the time they will like to be lazy. They like to just enjoy life. They're like, why do I need to work hard to make all this money? I'm okay, I'm happy, I need to enjoy. In Hindi they call it mast. They become mast kalandar. Because fourth is rest. Your entire life is about, how do I find rest? I'm okay. I don't need to go and hustle and try to then get this big house and this and that. They're okay. No matter what the situation is, because happiness naturally is in them. Because fourth house is happiness. So especially when they're resting, that's what makes them happy. Okay? Not when they're driving some fancy car. Sure, fancy car comes in, they'll do it. Fifth, the Lord goes into the ascendant. Your children will control you. Your children control all aspects of you. You will always identify yourself, even within, through children. Oh, I'm here for my children. Children are here for me. There's a strong bond. And your intelligence. Okay. When fifth lord is in the ascendant, I mean, such a person is naturally intelligent towards the planet that is sitting in the ascendant. So once we do planets in the ascendant, whether it's other lords or the ascendant itself, you will know. And the thing is, naturally, you know why people who look for siddhis, people who look for some special mantras, this person naturally gets it. Maybe they went on some, Kedarnath. They went to, Rishikesh, and they're just walking around. Some Baba calls them and say, listen, here, say this mantra. I know you're going through trouble. The mantra is a knowledge coming to you automatically. Naturally, this person is a natural straight stage performer. For example, they could be a gardener, they could be a plumber. But if they ever got a chance to, let's say, just even a small community center, they have to perform, naturally, without just on the go. Like an encore presentation, they can just give. Why? Because those talents of past life are coming to you. And they're coming to you for a reason. Because at one point, you'll be using them. Okay? And of course, children are going to need you. Even when they're 30, 40, they will look for you for their guidance. They will look for you for suggestions. And it's a great thing. Sometimes it could be a more of a negative thing that, hey, you got to become more independent. Usually in our Indian culture, we see a lot of dependency on parents for everything, approval for this and that. I don't want my kids to be that at all. I'm like, after 18, 19, if you guys want to live separate, perfect. You live your life. You make your decision. You screw up, learn. Sixth lord is in the ascendant. Well, no worries about looking and hunting for enemies and competition. They're coming to you. Health issues coming to you. But why? Right? This is one of those placements that people are asking why. It's because you invited it from past life. All those people who come to you for enemy, being an enemy, being some form of a rival, even a disease, it's all something that you inflicted in the past. Okay? And this is why when sixth lord is in the ascendant, I always see, even the ascendant lord in the sixth will do the same, but sixth lord in the ascendant, most definitely a person has to go in things connected with either law, criminal justice, competition, like, for example, a police officer, athlete, or a healer. You know why? When sixth lord in the ascendant, you will see, you will get some of the most brashiest patients, the rudest patients sometimes. They'll even write negative things about you. And you should be happy. You should be like, great, I healed this person, they're still not happy with me. Thank you. Why? Because the enemy is coming to you for their healing. Enemy is coming to you to win their case. And even if you won that case, they will still be upset because you didn't win it all the way, or you didn't do exactly what they wanted. You will get that a lot. You'll be criticized a lot, even by the people who you have given the perfect service to. So don't be like, why is it that the world is against me? No, each time you deal with that situation, the lighter and lighter and lighter you will feel. When that last person comes to give you that trouble and leaves, you're going to be like, why do I suddenly feel so good? First, when you're growing, it feels like a pain. It's like when you are eating a cheeseburger, right? It's something like, it's junk food. It tastes good. But then the child is looking at you and you're feeding the child baby food, bland food. And they're like, no, I want that burger. But the thing is, they can't have that burger. They cannot digest it. Maybe they don't even have the teeth to eat it. Okay. And they think you're being bad to them. but it's only for their own good that you're not giving them that. Same thing is happening here. You early in life think like, why is it that these enemies are coming? These people are hating me is coming. But once that maturity sets in, you'll be like, I just love it. It's like when the enemy doesn't come, you feel like life is just boring. What's going on? I need some uthal puthal, some topsy-turviness in my life. The other thing, then seventh lord goes into the ascendant. Your entire self is going to be dependent upon the spouse. Spouse is going to look for you for their guidance. Spouse is going to look for you for their advice of life. But you know what ends up happening? Spouse controls every aspect of your life. They want to get suggestion. They want to get your help. But also because of whatever reason, they take over your life. How you're going to dress, how your hair is going to be, what you're going to do today, what are you going to eat today, what type of work should you do now? Maybe you should have a different career. And you'll take that advice from the spouse. There's this aspect of control that happens. Like this is the person, because seventh lord is in the ascendant, they will always mold themselves for their client. For example, this person has a very strong principles. Oh, I will not do this. If a client asks me, I'm not doing that. But when the client comes in and says, can you do this for me? It's like, all right, yeah, I will do it. They will mold themselves to get that thing done, to get that deal done. So you can see, obviously, great politicians are seen. When seventh lord is in the ascendant, you are not made for yourself. You're made for the world. You're here to give yourself everything to the world. The world is coming to you to get things. Whatever information, whatever thing that you have, the world wants it. The world wants it. And depending upon the planet, you might even just give it for free. Because remember, it's like everything, every seventh houses, whoever you meet outside your home, inside your home, whoever. And all they want is you. You become this beacon for the world when seventh lord is in the ascendant. Okay. Naturally, business sense comes to you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to go through failures. You know exactly what needs to be done. How business is done from the age of 13, 12, 11. Nowadays it's like literally 7 or 8. I mean, my girls are like 9 and 10. Oh, they want to make business deals. And of course, I know why. They want to open up their businesses. They want to open up their toy stores. That's great. So it's like a person naturally gets that business sense. Oh, how can I sell this and give you this? Oh, you want to trade this with me? But how about this? I'll give you this and you give me that one. Negotiation skills are there. Even though this person might be in a job, they just know how to negotiate. Then, eighth lord is in the ascendant. Whether you want it or not, change is going to come to you. Transformation is going to come to you. Now, I'm not talking about some small change. Like today, I'm wearing a teal shirt. Tomorrow, I'm going to wear a yellow shirt. I'm talking about change that changes you. You did not want to do, you have no care for the occult. You have no care for the hidden tantric knowledge. But guess what? They just came into your lap. You went to some party. You met some person who was secretly a tantric, secretly this. You started speaking to them. You guys became great friends. Then they gave you some mantra siddhi. Say, hey, oh, you're going through this problem, right? I know you don't believe in this. Just try it. Just do it. And then you realize later, wow. Imagine if I never met this person. Imagine if I never learned this thing. Imagine this and that. But you don't have to, because it came to you. The knowledge came to you. You didn't have to pursue it. That's what happens. Also, the 8th house is inheritance. Right? Wills and estates. So if 8th lord is in the ascendant, no matter what, you will get some form of inheritance from something, somewhere, somehow. And it doesn't mean it can be a lot. It can be something small. Maybe your aunt passed away, but put your name there. That give this particular thing. I know my nephew always loved my silver and gold coin collections. Nobody else liked it. He always used to look at it. Give this to him. That's it. So something hidden comes to your way. Something buried comes to your way. And then, of course, on the other hand, things that are not even desirable comes to you, but then also the solution will come to you. The feet of the gurus are coming to you. So no matter what the dramaticness is, the blessings of the guru will be there for you to just trust the feet no matter what. Why? Because 8th house is 12th from the 9th house. 9th house is the guru. 8th house is the feet of the guru. Feet of the guru is in the ascendant. What do we do when we go to a guru? We touch their feet for blessings. So that means the blessing is already with you. So even if the major up and down comes in, you're able to get out of it. Considering that, okay, if something dramatic happens, like anything happens anytime, you can go anytime. Somebody can die at 90, somebody can die at 20. So that's the other thing. That's something else that you have to see what the thing is. So if you're going to go, you're going to go. So you can't say, oh, well, blessings of the guru weren't there. No, it's about when if your time is here for a long time. Let's say you're supposed to live till 98. 8th Lord is in the ascendant. In that case, you will go through many circumstances where dramatic things happen, but the blessing is there. Okay. Then 9th Lord is in the ascendant. Of course, your entire development will happen through the father. Your personality will be that of the father. Major likes and dislikes will be that of the father. Father will also look for himself within you. This is why you will see when 9th Lord is in the ascendant, father will be like, I know I really want you to do this. I want you to become an IAS officer. I want you to become a dentist or an engineer. Why? Because they're looking for themselves in you. Their desires becomes you. I couldn't do this. My daughter will do this. I couldn't do this. My son will do this. Is that right or wrong? Depends. I say it's wrong because you have your own life. You have your own desires. You're not here to fulfill somebody else's wish. Their job was to simply bring you through for you to fulfill your karma. Now, this doesn't mean that you completely disregard or disrespect, but if you know you don't want to do something, well, father has to learn maturity of being disappointed. Sorry. This is why I don't care what my kids does. I'm not like caring about, oh my God, you must become an engineer and a doctor and a software programmer so you can survive in the AI world. If God wants you to do well, you'll do well. Okay. But also the 9th Lord is in the ascendant. Just like how I desperately looked for a guru, right? The moment I read autobiography of a yogi, I'm like, I need a guru, I need a guru. Or not even a guru, just Kriya. Before it was guru. Do you know now I'm at that point with doing my Kriya and doing my spiritual practice? Before my mission was, oh my God, I want to meet Mahavatar Babaji. And I want to have a guru like Sri Yukteswar. Now I'm at the point, I don't care to see any Babaji. I don't care to seek any guru or anything. I want to bypass all that and just go to the divine. You become, and that's the maturity that happens. I get a lot of people in the email who ask me, do I have combinations to meet Babaji? And I'm just laughing. I'm like, they're probably at that early stage of that spiritual intoxication. Once the intoxication settles in, then you realize, why is it that the goal has to be with Babaji? Babaji doesn't want you Babaji doesn't want you to meet him, doesn't care for you to meet him. He doesn't want himself to be the goal for you. He wants you to bypass it. So for me, if you see it, fine, great. It's a blessing in the world. But if I don't, I'm not gonna be all upset crying. Doesn't matter. For me, I got the path to God. That's it. Then 9th Lord of Luck is in the ascendant. and Guru's in the ascendant. So even if you don't want a guru, somehow you end up meeting a guru, meeting a teacher, meeting a priest, getting a mentor, because it's naturally coming to you. And you will know, you will feel, it's like people who don't care for something, they usually get that. Okay. So whenever the time comes, the guru just comes walking to you. Luck naturally comes to you. This is why these Trikon placements are so well sought after. Fortune, ninth house is the fortune, right? So fortune, divinity, guru, all this essence is within you. 10th Lord goes into the ascendant. Well, you will bring your work home. Your work is always attached to you. Whether you're in bed, whether you're eating, whether you're home, whether you're brushing your teeth, whether you're going to the office, whether you're driving, always work is going to be on your mind. Society is going to be on your mind. Power, status is going to be on your mind. This is why this is one of those placements where you are married to your work. You know, it's like they say the attachment. This person has an attachment. They have a negative attachment around them. Yeah, this is the attachment you have. A responsibility of the world and society upon your shoulder. Okay, so don't think of it as a really negative thing. It can be if a person has a family and they get burned out and they're not paying attention to the wife, the kids, or the wife is not paying attention to the husband and the kids. Yeah, things are going to happen. But this is also where a person's constantly thinking and worried about the world, worried about their work. Even if it's not their work, they will want to take the responsibility of the work. Oh my God, we're not getting this contract. Even though your department is fine, you guys have enough work. Oh no, we didn't get that big, contract and that subcontract. And oh my God, this, oh my God, that is just sometimes unnecessary worries of the world. 10th house is recognition. 10th Lord is in the ascendant. A person, without even wanting to be recognized, gets recognized. For example, you make something that you never intended to be viral, but it goes viral. Why? Because it's just one of those silly, stupid memes that people just use, and now suddenly you became viral. You know, like that guy who's looking behind another girl's behind while he is with a girlfriend, right? It's a meme that was actually a stock photo for something, but it just became the most famous meme of all time, right? So that it happens. Even if you don't want it, it's going to come to you. Okay, power, you don't want it. Like, for example, if Ketu's in the 10th Lord is in the ascendant, you're not going to want power, you're not going to desire power. You'll be like Maximus Decimus Aurelius from the Gladiator, who doesn't care to be in power, but they insist that you need to be in the leadership position. You are the leader. So this is what happens. Then all the information of the family, the history of the family, the responsibility of especially paternal lineage comes upon you at one shoulder at one point. Okay, one of your shoulder becomes heavy because of that responsibility. 11th Lord is in the ascendant. Well, no, you cannot never be alone. Social circles will come to you. People you don't know want to know you. Gains come to you. You don't even have any wishes, but suddenly somebody else's wish gets fulfilled for you, by you. But also the thing is, this is a person that sometimes deal with some of the biggest enemies in life. They will deal with the biggest hurdles in life and come out of it. When they want to fight, they don't want to fight a small person. If they're David, they want to fight Goliath. They don't want to know. They easily make friends with everybody. Their phones might have 100 people in there, but they don't care to be with those people. They only want to be with those select few who are the biggest resource for this person. So if out of the 100 people, if 4 are worth over 100 $300 million. One is worth $1 billion. That's it. They want that biggest fish in the sea. Why is that? Because the 11th house is 6th from the 6th. So when you get the enemy, you get the big enemy. 6 to the power of 6. When you deal with competition, you deal with the big competition. But also the thing is desire. The house of desire is in the ascendant, right? So what happens? Too many desires. Too many things you want to accomplish. Too many things you want to fulfill. And when that happens, this is one of those placements where a person gets the biggest disappointment in life. Because let's say, for example, my goal is I have to be worth $1.6 billion by the time I'm 44. And I'm not. So even if you're worth $40 million, which is really good compared to 99% of the world, for you, you will feel like life is not worth it anymore. I don't want to live. Because I can't have my private jet. I can't have this. I can't have this. And because it's filled with too much air. 11th house is air. It is filled with too much air. Too much of things that are unnecessary to make you happy. And that's what happens. Then you have 12th Lord in the ascendant. So here, naturally, foreign opportunities come to you. No matter how much you want to save, some expense comes to you, which is why one should always invest their money. One should always spend their money. One should always donate their money. Why? Because organizations will come to you for donations. You will see 12th Lord in the ascendant. You will have more knockings than other people at their door because of some organizations, some donations, some Christmas donations, Diwali donations. But also at the same time, the knowledge of ether will come to you. Heavenly knowledge will come to you. Like for you, you're a regular person, but somehow you dream of things of other worlds, of other dimensions. And you're like, what is this? How do I get rid of this actually? If, of course, other planetary alignments are making you get rid of it, you'll be like, I don't want this. But it's coming to you. Spiritual focus, moksha focus comes to you at one point. Like without you even desiring, suddenly something just comes in your lap and now you embrace it. Sometimes you may not embrace it. Sometimes because 12th house is solitude, isolation, being a hermit, it comes to you. Maybe you are forced to work in some mountainy region because you're a geologist or you're somewhere who's dealing with civil engineering, and now you have to be living in complete isolation on top of a mountain. Maybe 2 or 3 people around you, and you're like, I want to be in that main city. I want to be going out, meeting people, this and that. So yeah, you may not want it, but it's coming to you. For someone else, it might be the greatest thing in life, like me. But for you, it might be actually becoming a stressful burden. But you don't have to go to it. It comes to you. Investments opportunities come to you. Okay. And if you don't want to go to foreign lands, foreign opportunity will come to you and you'll have to. Even if, let's say, you want to be in India, but let's say you're working for Reliance. Reliance is like, listen, we're going to open up an office in Dubai. And we want this team and we want you to go there and open this up and you'll be there for the next 3 years. I'm like, I love my life here. But hey, you want to keep that job. You got to go to Dubai. So you go to Dubai. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of other lords in the ascendant. And our third part of this video will be planets in the ascendant. That'll be interesting. Till then, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of great videos. And if you want to know anything about your own chart, consultations, reports, or to learn all the techniques of astrology, go to the link here, careersastrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye bye.